What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with an interesting video. I never thought I'd see the day that I'd have to do one of these on my channel. I defended the quartering a little bit. I've defended Nick Rekieta, and now apparently I'm gonna have to defend several of the channels that I really watch almost every single day. Like, I watch all their content because I respect these guys, and these guys, you know, kind of gave me the courtesy push, that final push to make my channel. Like Nick Rekieta, when I saw him at Anime Matsuri, I saw one of these guys at Anime Matsuri too, and he finally convinced me, talking to him in person, to start up the channel. Yeah, I know I'm a little out of breath, but that's because I've been laughing. I never thought in a million trillion years I would have to do a video on these two bumbling idiots. I think I've done one on one of them once. I think. It's been a little while. But my God. I don't know what to say, because these two morons that oftentimes kill brain cells when you listen to them decided to address Mario and the discussion around Mario. Now, personally, I don't think it's worth the culture war argument. I really don't. The only time when I say, hey, wokeness in Mario, or critics hate it, or talk about wokeness in Mario, is because the critics hate it for not being woke. It ain't anti-woke, because I guess you could say anti-woke is something that's just not woke, but I would argue anti-woke is something specifically trying to make fun of wokeness, and this isn't. Mario was just a decent movie. Actually, a really good movie. I'm thinking of watching it again tomorrow, if not next week. Actually, I can't do it next week. Never mind. That's besides the point. I'm just going to have to hop over there and show you. Hasan Piker and H3H3, whose name I don't even care to remember, on their Leftovers podcast, talked Mario and the discussion around Mario. And why don't I have them introduce you to some of the people they decided to start talking about. I am not a quartering simp, because he does get pulled up. I am a simp and a defender of the couple of the guys that show up, because I greatly admire their content. So, and I mean, you can't tell by the hat, you can kind of figure out at least one of them. Let's hit it.
There it is.
Learning more about trans people because of that.
I like it anyway. I mean, listen, if dating...
Okay, they were talking about trans stuff and learning about trans people, but God, I hate this discussion.
Well, debatable.
No.
But there's plus.
Oh, look! The quartering. Yellow Flash. Josiah Rises. It continues.
In the minuses. I mean, we gotta take the wins and the losses.
Better ways to learn about this stuff.
So, I don't know what's this channel, Yellow Flash?
There are so many of these. I was shocked when I was looking for these last night. All of these channels that you've never heard of before, they're all quartering clones. They're all like late 30s, mid 40s, white guy with a beard.
Yellow Flash doesn't show his face. So immediately you don't know if he's a white guy with a beard. Now, I've seen Yellow Flash in person, but even in person, he doesn't show his face. So, yeah, these guys are actually very stable, have thriving businesses, and if you can't tell, Josiah Rises was working on the Epic Verse, you know, something big and major, so these guys are coming up. And obviously, hey, we never heard of them before. Okay, you don't have to hear about them. You guys are weird political content creators, but these are the guys that are supplanting you, more or less. They're becoming more and more popular, and they're growing more, and you just gave them a shout out. So, yeah, you're also showing what their names are. So thank you. Thank you, but it continues, because as you can see, I have highlights and I have other videos pulled up, because this is going to be a long one.
in a room full of toys, just like the
Basement.
quartering, and they all have like 500,000 subs.
I don't get it. Like, shouldn't you be embarrassed?
No,
Like, you should be embarrassed.
They're getting paid like way more than they would make.
But
like,
even
their
then,
other
you
job.
should still be embarrassed. Like, you're presenting yourself. If you're right wing, it's all about aesthetics. You got to present yourself as like macho figure.
No, look at the
Real quick. Why do they immediately think that they're right wing? Why do they immediately assume they're politics? If anything, they're more libertarian minded. They have conservative biases, but the quarterings blatantly says he's a libertarian. The only one that's more on the right there, from my understanding, is Josiah. I don't even know Yellow Flash's politics because he does. You can figure it out when he talks on Flashcast what his politics are. But he's not out here, talking politics all the time. He talks about cultural issues and stuff like that. So, okay.
Quartering, his success defies all logic. He's like the embodiment of a
soy guy.
Of just like, I mean, yes, his.
Hearing Hasan and H3H3 talk about quartering being the embodiment of a soy guy is one of the most, they have zero self-awareness is one of the things that we're going to be going on here. And these attacks that they do, this is a big theme, are word salad and don't mean anything. They don't even address the videos.
The whole essence is soy.
Well, I think that's because a lot of people look and act exactly like him on the right. So they're like, oh, he's just like me for real type shit. You know what I mean?
So anyway, this guy, Yellow Flash, Mario just exposed critics, you guys. Make him gay. Woke media has meltdown over the Super Mario Bros. Not including LGBT content. The letters are mixed up.
They're a little mixed up, but.
Oh my God, there's a war going on.
No, what these videos are doing are showing that the critics are out of touch and calling the media woke, not calling the movie anti-woke or anything like that. They're just saying, hey, it's a movie. It's a good movie. It doesn't have any politics in it. And he purposely misspells that stuff, but hey, get over it.
Woke elites get destroyed after they trash Super Mario Bros. Hilarious backlash.
And Chris Pratt seems to be the hero of
Yeah, he's saying fuck the elites.
That's right. Midnight's Edge. Super Mario Bros. Humiliates Disney and establishment critics by rejecting wokeness. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't have any political connotations whatsoever within the movie. So yes, it technically did make fun of all the establishment elites and critics and stuff because they want that in there. But hey, don't get it. Oh yeah, Ryan Kindle's channel gets a shout out in all this. They don't mention it, but God, Hasan and Ryan Kindle, that would be hilarious. Oh, I want those two to meet now, but it keeps getting better because you can see I'm barely even into this. This is gonna be a long one, folks. I'm sorry.
Y'all, I mean, it's like this is such an expose on this whole system. It's so nothing.
What system? What system?
Thing to do with wokeness that they can't even agree on it, and they're still pumping out these videos based on like the thinnest fucking.
Bro,
premise.
it is literally the Super Mario Bros. Okay, like this is not a character that is known for even speaking. Okay, the idea
right.
that like this has like legitimate, well thought out ideological underpinnings is so silly.
But. So you didn't watch the videos, and you try to watch the videos. I'm not gonna lie, they play some of the videos, but the thing is, you didn't watch the videos because they specifically agree with you. They agree with you in all of these videos. There's nothing there to complain about. They're talking about the critics hating on the movie. They're not even talking about the movie itself. Oh my God, these guys, I'm losing brain cells rewatching. I'm watching this twice, 3 times technically, because I watched the emergency Cobra cast.
It's as far as like the age-old trope of like, man saves the princess or whatever. I think, what was it? That was the original argument they like Gamergate weirdos fucking hated, right? What was it? Who did that originally? Anita Sarkeesian? Was that her name?
Oh, what did she actually make a thesis about how Mario?
Yeah. And like that's why everybody fucking that was one of the many things that
I mean,
like
it
all
is like 50 years old to be fair.
Like the reality is it's just super old school and not in like any serious like idea.
They're agreeing with you, but you can't realize that. Holy shit.
Ideological way There are, I think, literally, Nintendo's very weird with this, but they have like actually trans characters and stuff sometimes. They like hide in plain sight.
Birdo,
Oh.
but
Even-
not trans, just Birdo's Birdo. And they talk about Birdo. I'm just gonna move on because they continue.
Analysis.
It's just bad faith. It's not even bad. It's like,
It's just bad faith. Remember that. It's just bad faith. It's not even bad. It's just bad faith. Remember the term bad faith.
you know what I mean? Not enough woke. Critics slab Super Mario movie. If you guys are looking for a job, just start doing this, man. It's easy money. Super
No,
Mario
dude,
Bros.
don't-
It's not. It's really not. You're going against the grain. It's not. I've had this channel going on almost. It'll be a year in August. And I'm almost to the monetization point. It's not easy doing this. That's them trying to say that they're being disingenuous and grifters, but oh yeah, heel versus babyface gets a shout out. Hi, ass. Again, all these people I love and adore. Midnight's Edge and all of them. And you don't even take the time to learn their videos. And trust me, they don't.
Destroys the box office.
No. Tell people that there's just as much money to be made
There's
on the
not.
other side.
You won't make
Stop!
a
Don't
dime.
say that.
There's like two successful, or maybe 3 successful lib shows on YouTube, and they're not that successful either.
Yeah, nobody's getting 50 million deals
Although
and then turning them down.
Pac-Man's been crushing it. Like,
Actually, well, they're not that successful anymore, but they're shills. They're shill sites, and there's dozens of them. And they just tell you to stay in the mainstream. Like, I should have pulled this up real quick, but I'm going to. YouTube new rock stars. YouTube new rock stars. Let's see. They have 3.91 million subscribers. I used to watch these guys all the time. They do breakdowns and Easter eggs where they basically just say everything's good. 3.91 million subscribers, 3K views. So yeah. Not very many successful channels, and New Rockstars is super successful. But how was their latest video? 65K views, 273K views, 324K views. Geeks and Gamers get around that many views. And even their likes to dislikes aren't that bad either. But hey, there's not successful liberal channels that just shill for everything.
like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but like,
No, do this.
but
If you
David,
want to make money,
is
do
like
this.
David's like a
No. Well, you can make a lot, but it takes a long time to get there, and it's hard to do. Do it if you want. If you want to do this, do it if you want, but find your own niche. Don't just copy this.
he is like a social democrat. He still has like liberal tendencies.
They start talking about David Pakman and his politics, and I'm going to skip over this because they end up talking about politics. They just start saying, oh, the politics, these are all these guys' politics and stuff. And they try to use Steven Crowder as well, and I don't want to talk about Crowder. That's not what this is. I'm more defending my guys, but we go here.
I think it was actually the one that you were asking about.
Just no, it was a different.
Oh, was it not-
Josiah rises.
yeah.
Not like he rises. He's up.
He's up.
So Josiah Rise's video. Woke elites get destroyed after they trash Super Mario Bros. Hilarious backlash. I have it up here.
Today,
And
over the
we'll go through what he said, but this is their commentary on his video.
Listen to this. Oh my God, this guy took my advice. He's just quartering junior.
Yep.
It's
No, Josiah is something completely different.
if you're gonna emulate yourself after somebody, choosing the quartering is like wild, man.
It's the 8th pounder.
Mm.
Warzone
Right.
today
By the way, Josiah, nice hat.
over the new Super Mario Brothers movie that is coming out this weekend, and a lot of it has to do with
Here we go with the commentary on the video.
He goes, the liberals are so triggered. This movie's coming out this weekend. It's like, dude, chill.
Didn't say liberals at all. He said critics.
This man is like. This man is the human embodiment of triggered. Look at this.
with
No,
the
he's-
Rotten Tomato score that is currently trending on Twitter because everyone is calling out critics in the most hilarious
why do they
way
all look the
imaginable.
same?
As you can see,
That's
it
it.
is currently
Yeah,
sitting
no,
at
it wasn't kidding.
54% rotten.
That's so weird. Wait, what?
They all look
Dude,
the same.
they all look like a mixture of like a guy who's not allowed to be anywhere near a school and like a like an operator.
Guy that doesn't look anywhere close to needing to be near a school and an operator. Yeah. They don't even criticize what he's saying. They assume what he's saying. Because I pull up his video here, they don't even watch it, and we'll skip through, and they're talking. He's literally in the video talking about the critics and the scores.
Fresh from audiences, and the critics have this. It's nowhere near as thrilling as turtle tipping your way to 128 lives. The Super Mario Brothers movie is a colorful, albeit thinly plotted, animated adventure that has about as many Nintendos as Nintendon'ts. What? That's like one of the worst descriptions I've ever seen on Rotten Tomatoes. And this just goes to show that these critics are so out of touch with what the audience truly want. And that is so obvious, especially in the score. And today, we have to take a look at some of the ways that Twitter is absolutely destroying.
See, like, everything that he's saying is about, oh, sorry, Josiah, that was a crappy pause for you. I'll come over here. This is a much better pause. He's talking about the critics. He's talking about the critics getting destroyed because they hated the movie. And Josiah is just a very upbeat, energetic dude in his videos. Again, like, you didn't even criticize what he's saying, you just criticize his looks. But we're going to continue down this path.
Like, they're all dudes that were medically ineligible and couldn't even do basic training. But then they, like, grew the beard out to be like, yeah, yee, brother, I love my veterans.
I like my beard. By the way, if I make it to 1K subs and get monetized, I'm going to shave it all off on a ball buster, so click that subscribe button.
I love how frantic he
And
is.
from critics with a 95% fresh from audiences, and the critics have this to say, while it's nowhere near.
All right, dude. Well, good for you, man.
See, you didn't even address him. You just said, oh, good for you.
This got only 30,000. So here he's begging for subs if you guys want to help him. I don't know. Help me reach 400,000 subs. I mean, I'm not
Yeah, so what? So what?
above that. Help the guy out. You know, he's got good takes.
Oh, he has good takes. You didn't even watch his video.
Not woke enough slams Super Mario Brothers movie.
Kind of explain.
Here's another one.
You heard you heard it there a little bit. Here he is, the Big Papa himself.
Again, they talk about.
Oh, I overshot
sitting
it.
here in like a thin blue.
There he is. There it is. Yep. They go after Jeremy for his 2 takes without actually addressing his takes. And this is how long they take time to even address it. And half the time they're not even addressing his takes. They're not. They're just making fun of stuff. This is a frantic video. This is a stupid video, I know, but Hasan Piker and H3H3 are just morons. I don't get why anybody wants to listen to these people. I'm losing brain cells just listening to their voices.
Clamshells?
Wait, what?
I need to pull back a little bit. You got to hear that.
Not woke enough slams Super Mario Brothers movie.
Kind of explain.
Here's another one. Again, they talk about virtue signaling. This guy's sitting here in like a thin blue clamshells?
Wait.
I remember watching that. And it's their logo. It's the Geeks and Gamers logo all over the place. It's his literal logo. And you're saying it's virtue signaling. What sign does it say? You're saying it's a thin blue line flat sweater. It's Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy is very particular about keeping politics away from Geeks and Gamers. The only time they talk politics is wokeness and when politics gets brought up. Outside of that, they don't talk politics.
Wait, what the fuck? What is he wearing? Dude, this
It's
is
the thin
so,
blue clamshells.
This is so awesome. This goes back to the
Fisher's,
age-old.
Fisher's right
This goes back
matters.
to my thesis that everyone
Oh, Hasan's thesis.
ultimately becomes a liberal. Like, everyone is a liberal at the end of the day. Neoliberal capitalist monoculture is so pervasive. It doesn't matter if you're
How? What? Everybody goes back to being a liberal? You don't even know this dude. You're just assuming everything.
literally living in the mountains and then come down in the Kabul or whatever, or
He lives in Florida and he's from Alabama.
not Kabul. It doesn't matter if you're the Taliban. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking right-wing guy who's like supposed to be like yee yee. Ultimately, everyone becomes a Funko Pop collecting liberal.
Everybody becomes a Funko Pop collecting liberal. I don't think Jeremy has a Funko Pop real quick, but I don't see any Funko Pops. I see collectibles. You have a problem with collectibles and you're just assuming he's a liberal because he's wearing a shirt? Something that promotes his channel? Okay.
Everyone.
What is this?
Crying
shirt, though,
about
legit?
like media, crying about like the politics in my media. I'm
Yeah,
so
no.
mad.
Not woke enough. Critics slam Super Mario Brothers. It's literally not happening. But here,
Yes, it is. Yeah, yes, it literally is. Critics are mad about Super Mario Brothers. I've done videos on this channel pointing it out and why they're mad. It's literally happening. But you think that they're saying that the movie was anti-woke or woke, when in reality they're saying that it has no politics in it, and you're agreeing with them. You don't even take the time to do the research. This is why these guys kill brain cells. This is why they're so idiotic and hurt. God.
okay, now here comes the conflict. Okay.
Bro, you want to know?
Oh, here comes the conflict. So real quick, I do have both videos pulled up, and it literally is just Jeremy talking about critics hating.
Movie. I thought it was great, but
Oh, yeah.
loved the movie. I thought it was great, but there's certain context that needs to be added to that because it is not meant for someone that does not know this universe or love this universe or care about this universe. For those people, they're going to look at this and think this is incredibly boring. This is
He loved the movie. He's fighting against the wokeness. He hates that the critics are shitting on it. That's the whole premise of his movie. He calls out Grace Randolph, and I did the same video. There's no wokeness in this movie. There's no politics in this movie. It's just a movie. It's a classic movie. Go check it out. But no, they have to do it. But here it is. Of course, you know what it is, and I'll have to get the part. But they don't even play it. They don't even play it.
This
You wanna know
same
what this-
dude. Wait, hold on.
You want to know what they're doing right now?
You
What
got-
they're doing right now is exactly what they did before, where like they would say, if trans people get to compete athletically, then like why couldn't a man just simply say?
Where does any of that come up? Seriously, where? The critics literally are complaining about the movie. And several of them are saying it's because it's not woke. Doesn't have our politics in it. These guys are saying, hey, there's no politics in it. It's amazing. They love the movie. How do you're saying that there's they don't like the fact that it's culture war-ish. They're agreeing with you, but Hasan goes into some crazy area here.
Say like, well, I'm a woman now, and then compete. And because they couldn't find like real examples of someone doing that, which would be cheating, they wouldn't be trans, obviously, right? Because they couldn't find someone doing that, then they would go and do it themselves. Like they'd be like, I'm a right-wing podcaster. I want to, build a brand for myself. So I decided to go and compete in like the women's athletic competition as a woman. And guess what? Libtard's own. And it's like, well, you did that. You couldn't find someone who actually does that in the wild.
What? I don't know how to connect any of what he just said to what they're complaining about. At all. I seriously cannot figure it out. And I've tried. I just lost brain cells.
So you decided to be the fucking meme.
Steven
That's what
Crowder
they're doing
in
now.
the
They're
gym.
like,
wait, what is this clamshell lives matter he's doing?
The clamshells. Oh, I love this meme now. I love it. I love it. Because they're taking Jeremy's saying they're taking it. They're taking the clamshell meme.
He's got the hat.
You
now.
are so fascinated by this.
What the fuck is it? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
It's his logo. There. You even pointed it out on his own icon.
How to
Forever.
interpret. I don't know how to interpret what I'm looking at there.
It looks like maybe Phantom of the Opera merch. It looks maybe like a mask. I got to know.
Are they handcuffs?
He's wearing the same
Maybe
shirt.
they're handcuffs. Maybe it's.
Oh.
it's all over
He
his
likes
like, it's
BDSM. He likes being pegged.
all over. He's got the bisexual
BDSM and large brain peg. You can't. These guys can't even rub two brain cells together.
lighting in the background. Like, what's going on, man?
Oh, make fun of his bisexual lighting. Yeah, it is kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That lighting's stupid. Hi, Jed. Your lighting's stupid.
They all do.
Cuff me, daddy.
He went and he got those TikTok ads, the RGBs for the TikTok ads. Like, oh man.
So here is the same guy
Here we go.
who just decried it or celebrated it as anti-woke, talking about it being too woke 3 months ago. You got to get
No.
your story straight, Jack.
Peach just taking charge. Peach just taking charge. Stands up right there. Like right at that moment right there when I saw that.
I was thinking Bo Peep from Toy Story 4.
Bro, you're gay as hell.
What? What? Oh, because they're not going to give you the rest of the context. I'll do it for you.
You got Peach just taking charge. Peach just taking charge. Stands up right there.
Yeah, that was a concern. A lot of us were scared by that because of modern Hollywood. And guess what?
Like right at that moment right there, when I saw that, I was thinking Bo Peep from Toy Story 4, Rey Skywalker, and she seems to dominate the rest of the trailer. Mario's the bumbling idiot. Again, if we're not dealing with current day Hollywood, then these red flags probably aren't an issue for me. But when I see that, the first thing I'm thinking about is Bo Peep from Toy Story 4. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people did. They were scared. It scared them. Legitimately, it scared me. Ain't a problem. Okay? Jeremy says this is an older video. He's not saying it's too woke. He said it was a trailer reaction. It literally says trailer reaction, Peach Skywalker question mark. You're not even addressing his arguments. You're just making fun of him.
I'm so straight. I didn't know what you're talking about.
Bro, I see this stuff. It actually does rap.
Oh, by the way, that's kind of homophobic. H3, uber homophobic.
Radicalize me. I become one of those like Joe Rogan style, like you know, what is it, like strong men make good society.
Yeah.
Strong men, yeah.
Weak society make men weak. Weak men make bad society. Bad society get owned
It's always funny listening to these guys talk about weak men and strong men.
by strong men. Like that. That's what I turn into. I'm like, go die in a war. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, the Ukrainian.
Oh yeah. They can't keep but throwing politics into this shit. What's happening?
Need help, brother.
Yeah,
They're
go
the front line
deploy
now.
to Ukraine. Go deploy to Ukraine. Go deploy to Ukraine. Stop talking about fucking like. Why do you know the names of these characters? He's like, oh,
Dude, Toy Story 4.
Because they're fans. It steadily becomes like dude bro culture. You know, like the jocks and everything that take just whipped his junk out on Friday Night Tights. Tights. Gavin McGinnis. The way Gavin McGinnis was acting towards Friday Night Tights and the fans and people like that. That's what these guys are doing. This is all they're doing. They're not even addressing the arguments. They're making fun of how they look. They're making fun of things that they say. They're making fun of their background. They're not even doing anything worthwhile. And that just continues. They don't even play the rest of his video. Like, I'm not kidding you. I have this on 1.5 speed. They literally don't address any other part in his video. Like, I can go to areas that they pull the video back up. Right here.
He flew right off that. He took that right from the back of his mind.
right at that moment right there, when I saw that, I was thinking Bo Peep from Toy Story 4.
Bo Peep from Toy Story 4.
Like if you actually loved it.
Oh, I know what's going on. They had a whole culture war about Bo Peep, probably.
Yeah.
Dude.
Toy Story 4 was awful. And Bo Peep was uber strong and strong women's. That's the thing.
He's two girl boss.
Bro, this is like, you know, you can't even enjoy the commentary unless you read the manga. Like, you need to know all 11 editions of like.
No. You can figure it out pretty easily.
Prior culture war shit that
You
went
guys
unnoticed.
recall, Bo Peep from Toy Story 4 was the beginning in this long
Yeah.
culture
It wasn't Bo Peep, but it just shows how stupid these guys are. They can't rub two brain cells together.
war of making women look strong.
Yeah, hello, I'm the woke mind virus defender, and today I'm logging on to tell you about my encyclopedia knowledge of Toy Story and how many times I tried to jerk off to Bo Peep and I couldn't do it because goddamn.
Yep, there it goes. Back into the usual arguments, back into the usual discussions, back into the usual insults. And I'll do it again. I'll just jump to the next time they pull up the screen because they do it just so little.
This is it for 8-year-olds, man. I think it's for divorced dads that look exactly like that guy that are watching that and going, "This is why Deborah left me. This is why Deborah left me because Mario's too woke or Mario's not woke actually."
I'll tell you that Peach reminds me of my bitch wife.
Yeah, that they don't do anything. They just complain about it. Let's see. Is that? Yep, that's the end. That's literally all they did for the guys I like, and then they talk about Tim Pool the rest of the day. So you come up, and I'm serious here. You decide to bring up all these guys' channels, blatantly saying Yellow Flash, Josiah Rises, Geeks and Gamers. You show Az from Heel versus Babyface. You bring up the quartering. You bring up all these guys, shouting them out to about, let's see, 5 hours ago, 20K people. You don't think at least one of them might say, huh, who are these guys? Who are these guys? You don't think that through? Then you don't even address what they're saying. You just address who they are. You don't even address what they're saying. You just make fun of their looks and stuff and saying that they're wrong, but you don't even play what they're saying. This is how stupid these guys are. This is how stupid H3 and Hasan are. I barely ever even think about them. I can't even watch like a Sitch and Adam video. Let's use Sitch and Adam. I watch them from time to time, and I like watching their long podcasts. I can't watch them, though, when they're addressing Hasan, because it breaks my brain. Shut up, Brave. This whole segment was 16:26 to when they ended, over 20-30 minutes long, and they didn't address anything. They just said, oh, it's not happening, you guys are pulling in the politics yourself. They're literally agreeing. You're all agreeing with each other, but you can't. You're too stupid to realize it. I need to go like read a book or something and build brain cells. I don't know if I have enough brain cells now to do drink this weekend. I don't have ball busters tomorrow, but I don't know if I have enough brain cells left to do that after listening to all that. I might accidentally off the rest of them, but let me get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.